At 93 years old, Dr. Andrew Barnum comes to the Dixie State Science Building to go to work. Although he's a retired professor, he still has keys to unlock the doors to DSU's Natural Science Museum, where he serves as the curator.
He's been a part of Dixie's campus since 1959. That's as a faculty member. He was a student before that.
Tucked inside the heart of this building, Dr. Barnum has been cataloging and collecting plants and animals at his one-of-a-kind museum.
And it only lived for one day. It has 8 legs instead of 4.
His claim to national recognition and fame has all been about his research. It all started when he was a young boy growing up in Mesquite.
The childhood days were the beginning of the scientist he is now. He explored his surroundings. He remembers watching a scaly lizard scamper up a fence post with a red racer going up after it. When there was nowhere else to go, the lizard leapt into the air, as did the snake. He says it looked like a javelin had been thrown. And when they landed, he watched the snake consume its meal.
For decades, Dr. Barnum has continued to grow his rare collection of plants and animals. He studies and then passes on his knowledge.
This one was found here in Washington County. This is the only albino that's ever been reported scientifically.
His dedicated research is now being recognized with his very own replica. A life-size bronze statue was unveiled on the Dixie State Campus in commemoration of his life's work.
This statue is to honor his lifelong scholarship, contributions, and accomplishments. This honor should just be the beginning of sharing his story with students to inspire them to reach for heights.
The mentor is the guy who doesn't congratulate you and wish you well when you get your diploma. He or she is the one who is watching your back for the rest of your career and occasionally getting out in front of you to plow the ground for you. That's what Dr. Barnum did for me, and it's what he did for countless others.
Dr. Barnum is one of our foundational professors. To me, when I was here, he was biology. He was the guy who prepped all of my classmates to go on to medical and dental school.
As a mentor, Dr. Barnum has become a legacy to many who attended his classes and worked beside him.
He and I were best friends. We went out collecting plants. We've probably collected 500 plants together, maybe more. And here he is at 93 years old, still extremely vital. Go and visit him in the museum. You'll see how vital he is. When he's in his exacting environment, that guy is 100% on his game.
It took about 2 years to finish sculpting this statue, which shows Barnum holding a snake.
There was a yearbook, and Dr. Barnum was standing there with his head tipped forward, and he's looking lovingly at this snake, and it came straight off that photograph. I think it was 1964.
Known for his stories, Barnum recalls when he was bitten by a rattlesnake.
And I put it back into the container to close the door, and in closing the door, it got me on my finger. 30 days after that, I was still being operated on for that thing.
At the foot of his statue is an alligator, which has a story many people already know. Although he can't recall the alligator's name, Barnum said it was given to him after being found on the Bloomington golf course. It's believed to be one of 3 alligators that swam out of the Virgin River. He kept that alligator alive in the school's desert garden, which was also named after him. Barnum estimates it was 12 years old when it died.
I could touch it on the nose, I could touch it on the head, I could touch it anywhere, and it seemed to enjoy it. And so I said, we are great friends.
The crowd of spectators at the event were treated with donuts shaped like the alligator's head. Dr. Barnum posed in front of his likeness for all to preserve. Surrounded by his family and the animals he still loves, Barnum recalls stories of special times. The statue will remain here in the shadows of the DSU Science Building until the university builds a new science building, which is already being proposed. Over 30 alumni have helped to share the cost to make this statue, estimated at around $62,000. Don't be surprised if you see more statues like this in the future, honoring more deserving Dixie State professors who have left their mark on this institution.
Again, honor these great great pioneers, these great trailblazers that came before us.
From Dixie State University, Melissa Anderson, CEC News.